Yo, what it do, y'all? I'm your host, Will. Welcome back to Fandom Frequency. But if this is your first time joining us, we are a pop culture channel. We get into all different sorts of topics between movies, TV, anime, music, and a little bit of all the above every now and again. So make sure you click on all the buttons below the video. But today, we're finally getting that second full length trailer for James Gunn's Superman. It's dropping in, I think, a little under 2 months now. So one of my few complaints about the marketing so far is I feel like we haven't gotten enough of like Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, a little more of the plot or the threat that he's going to be facing in the film itself. And I feel like we've been focusing a little too much on crypto and the Fortress of Solitude, while the Fortress of Solitude is definitely a key thing to the Superman, mythos and all that stuff. I have been wanting to see a little more of these other elements to the movie. So let's see what James Gunn's really cooking up here. And here we go in a 3, 2, and 1.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
So she knows what's up. Okay, cool.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot.
Ooh, people are pissed. Wonder what happened.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
Hey, it's my dude.
That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
Ultraman.
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And,
More.
and doing good.
Okay.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the
Oh.
consequences.
People were going to die.
All right, see, this is what I've been wanting.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Your
Oh.
choices,
Damn, Crypto's in the fight. Okay.
your actions. That's what makes you
Lil Clark.
who you are.
Mr. Terrific. Okay.
Superman. He's not a man.
Metamorpho.
He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
There's Martin. That was mine, man. All right, man.
You have a dog?
There we go. They finally got to the real piece of the marketing that I've been excited for, and I knew they were going to do it as we got closer. But man, that was a kick-ass trailer, dude. I've really liked all the trailers we've gotten so far. I'm really digging the vibe of what, oh my gosh, David Cornsweat. I forgot his name for a minute. I love what he's bringing to Clark, man. I like that it gives you some of those old school vibes, but doesn't feel like he's trying to do it aw shucks too much. Now, we did see a little more of him as Superman and then out of the suit as himself, as more to the Daily Planet Clark Kent, but we did see a little bit of him goofing around in that one part near the end of the trailer there. So overall, loving the trailer. I like the Ultraman kind of illusions we're getting there. Tessa Taskmaster, or whatever the hell, however you say her name. She looks like she's got powers or something, or he's like upgraded her in some way, and she can actually kind of fight Superman. So that's an interesting element. And I love the Lex Luthor line in there where he's like, he's not a him, he's a it. And I'm like, that's Lex Luthor. That's the fucking character right there. That's what we're talking about. And, didn't show too much Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, but I liked, for the most part, what I saw. I dig the his overall mission statement there, in the sense of, like, he hates Superman. He's an alien to him, and he's like, I don't fucks with it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are acting that way with certain groups of people these days. So I think it is very poignant, while at the same time getting to what the character has always been. That's the element I really dig with this movie. The Lois Lane interview with Clark Kent throughout the trailer, aka Superman, right? Talking about what he did in that foreign country, stopping a war, all the different political things that are going to come with that, with a superhero doing something like that. That's other stuff that I really dig there, that they're kind of diving into and exploring here, and certain people not fucking with Superman. Now, that is very similar to Man of Steel in my opinion, but at the same time brings more of the hope, brings more of the optimism, brings a little more of the classic golden age feel to it. Getting to see Justice League International doing different things throughout the film, maybe potentially being sent in to try to stop Superman from doing something. It's going to be interesting to see the dynamic with, Hot Girl and Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, who should be working pretty closely with Superman on something. From the looks of some of the behind the scenes, like set photos and things like that. So don't know what he's doing, but I've seen pictures of him and Mr. Terrific together. So I'm very curious to see what that's going to entail. Not super knowledgeable about that character at all. So this is going to be kind of my first introduction to him. We didn't see too much of Isabella Merced or Nathan Fillion doing their parts as Hot Girl and Guy Gardner, respectfully, but overall, I'm digging the vibe of it, and all the action looks really cool. It looks like it's still a little bit harder to pin down what the overall story is, but maybe he's just dealing with Lex Luthor in the background, fucking with him while he's dealing with these different trials and tribulations, fighting certain enemies as a superhero, and then getting into contact with Lex Luthor is kind of the overall villain and kind of the overall thing that he's going to have to try to overcome, along with this plot line of him getting involved in that foreign war or whatever. So really cool stuff. I'm digging the trailer. Y'all let me know. Did you like the trailer? Did you hate the trailer? Did you fall somewhere in between? What is your hype level for this movie? This is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. It was my literal number 2, I think, in my mind, right behind Sinners. So I'm super duper excited for this. I am hyped. Can't wait to see it. We're going to have another trailer reaction dropping today on the channel for Ironheart as well. And then I got my Andor and Last of Us reviews coming at y'all within the next 24 hours of you seeing this video, probably a lot sooner. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for all that. And I got a movie reaction I'm working on at the moment, so y'all will be seeing that. It coincides with the release coming out. Not a release coming out, but this one is just a fun one that I did with a friend of mine. And I have another one that's going to coincide with a modern release. So make sure you stay tuned for all the dopeness coming at you. Stay tuned. Don't sleep. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.